this afternoon I want to talk to you about social media and particularly digital web. And I think the title of my presentation is basically very apt because it says survival of the fastest. Tyrone talked to you about how e-media adopts technology as soon as they're available. What he's trying to say to you is in order to get the edge, you have to be first to the use of the technology because that's when it's most open to people that you'll be needing to contact. For example, Facebook. When Facebook came out, it was a lot easier for businesses who were early to get more likes, to get more views, and to connect more with people who are using it. Right now, what Facebook is trying to do is restrict content exposure so that you pay for the exposure that you need. So all the early adopters have thousands and thousands of likes. All the late adopters that are coming on Facebook now are trying to buy likes to get, by using promotions and all that to get to those things. So that's what I mean, survival of the fastest. My presentation will basically focus on evolution of the social web, why brands are using the social web, choosing the right social platform, and you notice I never said media, because a lot of these platforms aren't media. They are platforms and applications that you can use in a social way to communicate and facilitate two-way conversation, which is important. How SMEs are using the social web, how you can use the social web as marketing officers and business owners. And I was spending a lot of time talking about how, in using the social web, how you achieve the whole point of being in business, which is to make profits. A lot of people have to use the social web, but they don't have a profit strategy behind it. I'm going to be talking a little bit about that as well. And finally, I'll be talking about leveraging search. And if you know Jamaican businesses, this is one of the most underutilized space in Jamaica. Businesses in Europe and the US get it. The biggest thing is, AdWords, Google, Analytics, Bing, Yahoo, those things, YouTube, those are very big businesses in the States. But Jamaican businesses still don't get it and still aren't using it. And one of the things is that this is the cheapest way to target and reach exactly who you want to reach. People are able to connect in a real way with other people. So gone are the days when in order for a business to get connected to a customer, the business had to go through TVJ. TVJ, thanks for sponsoring, I know you're here. Or go through the Gleaner, also Gleaner, thank you. But you are now in control of how you interact with your customers and the mediums that you use to connect with your customers. So as a small business, you are able to convert people directly online that are doing business with you and talk to them directly without going through an intermediary. And that's important for business because business can use those mechanisms to create customer ambassadors, advocates for your business, right? So no longer do you need a middleman to connect you and to talk directly to your audience. You can use whatever mechanisms you have to connect directly with your customers and to ensure that whatever message you have for them gets to them directly. So the social web has expanded. Facebook is now the largest social media platform in the world. Facebook has over 1 billion people. What does that mean? Very few countries in the world, in terms of population, has more people than Facebook. Beyond the fact that China and India are the only two countries with 1 billion people, the only reason why Facebook numbers aren't 3 billion is because Facebook is not allowed in China, right? If Facebook was allowed in China, Facebook would well have at least half the global population on it. It's important that you watch this because it does provide some contextuality to all the things that I'm talking about. seems a little bit intimidating, don't worry. There's a lot of people who do not understand the web. And there's for a reason. The web is relatively new. Social media is relatively new. 10 years ago, nobody talked about social media. So if you don't understand it fully and how to implement it in your business, don't be too worried about it, because a lot of even the so-called experts are learning as they go along. What has happened is that in the last 10 years, there has been an explosion in social content and social media sites. There are over 1,400 social media sites worldwide. How many people in here are on 5? How many businesses are on 5? 10. 10? Nobody's on 10. A lot of the times, the most obvious social media platforms are not necessarily the best social media platforms for you, because they are niche platforms that you can have access to. I'll give you another one. The largest social media platform in the world for kids is Disney. If you are doing kids products and you're not using Disney, something is wrong with your strategy, because that's where kids are, right? So you have to pay attention to the niche channels. You have to look at all of those 1,400 or higher firms that can look at it for you, like Point Global Marketing, selfless plug, and help you to focus your strategy on that. Facebook is very important to any strategy, because Facebook signifies 92% of everybody using social. One of the things that I really want to focus on a lot is this 11%. Geolocation, like Foursquare. How many businesses using Foursquare? Foursquare is a fantastic tool. Here's why. Foursquare allows me to come to your business place, tell everybody I know on social media that I am there and doing business with you. Why every single business is on a Foursquare account? We have a sign on our door at the TIC that said check in here, because we want you to come to our business place and tell people that you are there. Search engine optimization. And let me explain it. Search engine optimization is the use of techniques online that increases the visibility of your web properties by giving you higher rankings in the search results. What does that mean? It means if somebody searches for, call out a business. Cabling? All right, if somebody searches for cabling in Jamaica, you are on the first page. Why you need to be on the first page? But you're not going on the second page. Yeah. So research shows that 80% of users click the first page. Less than 5% pass page 3. So these are the things that you need to know about SEO. You need to be there. You need to be first. And it is the best contributor to your bottom line, because these people are wanting to buy something.